Hello and welcome to a Minecraft PE mod showcase. This one is a pretty nice mod called Toolbox from Minecraft PE, and I'm gonna leave where my birds aren't, so I'm right beside them. I'm in my recording room. Okay, now I am. So, first of all, there's this. I don't mess around with this. GUI to pixel size scale. I just don't mess around with that. Texture packs, you just get texture packs and put it in there. And this is exactly like Block Launcher. You can put any mod in this. What? Let's just refresh it. Never mess around with that. I never do, so you don't have to. I'm gonna create a new, just ordinary survival world because I can do so many things with it. Add some letters to it so we know which one it is. First of all, that you might notice, is there's a mini-map in top corner. It shows where all mobs and players are. Also some other uses. First of all, I'm just going to go right here. Here's the survival inventory that I normally do. And then there's this button right there, the sword and the pickaxe. It changes you to that interference that I just saw. Press the M button. It gives you this startup screen. It is better than the creative inventory for many reasons. One, it has the camera. And any modded items are also here. Also some unique things. If I can find it, there's a block that's so troll and is unbreakable. And there's also a search icon. Just tap on that compass. And then you type in invisible. And here it is. Right here. Place it down. See that little shadow? There. Even if I go to creative, there's no way to break this. Okay, and now you're like, cool, there's this awesome inventory screen here. Then you can get a lot of exclusive blocks. Is this it? No. Think you can get better? You can add a waypoint. If I call this invisible bedrock. No, max out the characters. Invisible. Just call it invisible. There is a beacon thing shooting right up to the sky. And it even is located on a minimap. That is just a minor part. Before I get to the true power, which is the pickaxe and the sword button, again on the other side, beside this mob's end I just moved, there's this. I'll get myself a diamond sword. Oh yeah, if you're wondering how to craft something, just go in here, tap on crafting, and it shows you how many ways you can craft it. Like this one sword. There's multiple ways, that is. So that's cool. I think I answered your question. Okay. Up here, see this diamond sword? I can press enchant. Tap on the diamond sword. Gives me this interference. I can put every single enchantment 1 on it. And guess what? Just hold down a button. This diamond sword has lots of power on it, even though it doesn't need it. Press save. Bam. You can do that to, I believe, 100,000. If you really want to spend that much time. I have done it. It was something along those lines. So just tap on the item and it gets rid of it. It goes away. Forever. Now, ready for the true power? Well, just before I do that, I want to leave you on a cliffhanger here. Adding armor as I can. All I have to do is tap on the armor and it automatically equips it. Here's the true power. First of all, you can change your game mode. Now I'm creative. I can change back to survival. I can teleport to overworld. Come on. This is very glitchy. And nether. Minimap has no idea. See? Now on the nether. One block in the nether is 3 blocks in the overworld, so you have to keep that in mind. Okay, before I get back into the more overpowered stuff, I'm just going to tell you the minimap works. See, that's where my invisible bedrock is. Okay, and see that cross in the I forget what it's called. That cursor in the middle of the minimap. That's where I am. If I go in this direction, under here, there's a spider. Oh yeah, and it also tells you what direction your waypoint's in, even if it's off the map. Underneath me now is a spider. Cave spider or not cave spider. I'll check that in later. Okay. We got that covered. Now I can fly in survival. Come on. There you go. If you ever have a hacker in your world, this is how they do it. There we go. I have to go in creative for this next thing. You can do it in survival as well, but it will kill you. This is spectator mode, right here. You can do whatever you can in creative, but guess what? Spectator mode. There's the spider. Go right through everything. You can see caves, and you can see all this stuff. Just because you're in spectator mode. And just because you're in the middle of nowhere. I highly advise you do that in creative. If you're doing survival, I'll show you at the end. Go back to my invisible bedrock. Yeah. And also, here's proof. This is actually unbreakable. What happens? Block underneath it's broken. Oh yeah, once you're in spectator mode, turn it off. Now normal creative. See, it's still here. You cannot break it. The only way you can actually break invisible bedrock is with over 100 TNT. And you have to surround it with it. And that's just, you don't want to do that. Now, here's the thing. You can kill yourself. Yeah. I know that's super useful. If I'm in survival mode and I'm really dumb, and I chose to take off my armor if I'm smart enough to find it where. Close one door again. Always opens because it's so windy. And right here. I'm now going to show you some powers. Watch where my fist is down beneath the compass. Watch it. See how I'm taking damage from drowning? I'm dead, right? Not today. I'm Jason Voorhees, or Verhees, or whatever it is. Forget. I cannot die. As long as you remember to tap this, and it also, some of it works in multiplayer. This is only if you're hosting all this. It only does that. Set health. It just gives you what your HP is. Set this. It absolutely does nothing except for things saying that's your HP. Do I have my fly enabled? Just so I don't die, I'm just gonna fly up here. And ready? Yes. Yeah, just a disclaimer, if you watch this far in the video, you will have to be in, you have to have an Android device for this to work. Which is Samsung. In case you didn't know what Android is. And, where is it? Third person view. You cannot see me. That is. Until I take damage. Don't know if I'm going backwards or forwards right now, so. I'm completely invis. Look at this. Took damage. Now, I can actually be seen by third person, I believe. No, I cannot. But in multiplayer, yes, you can as soon as you take damage. And guess what? I haven't even got to the best part yet. This is all fun and all. You can fill up your hunger bar just by pressing restore on the hunger. You can set your spawn point wherever you want. Best of all, you can even teleport to it. Just as I'm gonna back at where my spawn is. Here's something you can do in multiplayer. Game speed. You can make your game move very fast. You move very fast, like you have speed. And flying. You jump hyper speed. It's just weird. Make sure you have auto jump enabled for this. And do not do parkour. You're just going to have a bad time. Now, after you're done game speed, you can also make it very slow. Where everything moves very slowly. This is me sprinting. Put it back to normal. I can make it daytime right now. I can stop the time, so wherever the other side of the Earth is basically a disabled day for them. It's forever night, and forever asleep, and you'll feel good about yourself. Now, this disables block ticking, so it'll disable redstone, it'll disable a bunch of other stuff. So I believe it means you can put floating sand. Haven't tried this before. Block ticks do that. So if block ticks don't, if it's disabled, you should be able to do that. And the invisible bedrock's just right here. And I'm gonna find the sand eventually. Found red sandstone stuff. Any gravel? Forgot I keep having to search. Yeah, so you can. So you can make floating sand bridges. If you ever wanted to do that, now you can. This is a good part of it, but not the best. Also, if I re-enable this, it's still floating. But I can suffocate myself. Very nice part. You can also put your XP level to like 100 at max, and there. I'm level 100. Can I put 200? No, it stays at 100 at max. You can change the weather to rain and thunder. I'm gonna put thunder. See thunder. I think you can change it back. Okay. So now, here's my favorite part. You can spawn in entities. Like I can spawn minecarts. I just have to tap somewhere. Minecart will spawn. See? Now, since I'm done spawning it in, I can do whatever. All these works. So I can do prime TNT. And watch. I don't think this is cool. I'm spawning any mobs as well. And it crashes whenever you select iron golems. I'm going to make this as fast as possible, so I'm going to pause it. Now, it didn't hear me. Now, you can kill all entities except for players. You can kill a specific entity. And you can kill all of a specific mob, which again crashes your game. Might be just mine. Just to get past all the spawning thing, you can set them all on fire. Exact same thing. It just sets everything of a type thing on fire. And then you can set the health or something. And that is extremely buggy, so do not do that. I'm pretty sure this will crash. Turns everything to have... Everything in the world is going to have 200 hit points. That was a nice move by me. Okay, so this you can move where the M button is. See this M button? I can move where it is. I can turn that off if I don't like it for whatever reason. And then X-ray. Pretty self-explanatory. If I haven't showed you yet. This is only for players. I have to change it. You press edit. You can edit what you want. So if I want to see all the diamonds, emeralds, lapis, gold, like if I wanted to see where all the ores were. And look straight down, I know. I used this in, forget where it was, but it was, in a series, and I call it telekinesis. You can now use your own telekinesis. And you just press the X-ray button and turn it off again. And then the mini-map. This just increases the sides. Do not increase it to 400 too. Guys, look what it does. Yeah. Can I see anything? No. And my M is just hiding there. So if you're ever going to set to anything, set to 52. And if you're in PvP and you want to see where people are, you can set to about that. So you can see all around. And if you see someone's near, because it actually shows players, if you're hosting the world also, you're going to set back down to 50 and have a super unfair advantage against everyone. Also, down here, tree capitator. I do not know how that works. I don't know if you need to sneak and use an axe, or you don't even need to use an axe and all that, but that's good. Show armor status in game. It shows you the tools and armor durability if it's in your hand or on you. As you can see, it will tell me durability. Which again, so you know when your armor is breaking. Another thing where you're only the host. Debug info in game. It just says all the extra stuff. Like, it's just like pressing F3 in computer. It says the version, and then it says the frames. 7 now. How many chunks are loaded? Difficulty. Your coordinates, which it also says down here. The block that you're on. And then chunk. The chunk that you're in. How many entities are in the world. Your device. The memory. Display, the VANET, and OpenGL and all that. Just so you know. Turn that on. And one thing. The links button. Just search up this link. MRARM.io, and you'll click on toolbox for Minecraft PE. Press download, and then you get it. Get it from Play Store. You get the old version, but download is where you get the actual. So there's where you get the mod. And it crashed, so I think this is a good time to end the episode here. and bye.